Greetings, YouTube. You know what I've heard a lot in 2020? Nobody cares about 5 stars anymore. Nobody cares about hunting for somebody like, say, Sunspot. Nobody cares about 5 stars anymore. They're yesterday's news. They're basically the new 4 stars, blah, 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 blah. This argument drives me freaking crazy because, for one, I see people complete all difficult content with 565s especially every day. Every day I get sent people who use, say, Aegon to complete the Abyss, or they used a handful of different champions to 100% explore Act 6, etc. So the notion that you need a 6-star to complete content is just crazy. And I think 565s are always going to have a crazy amount of utility, particularly because Kabam has not shown us any indication, and we're almost done with 2020 somehow already, that they're going to take some of the better 5-star champs we've seen, even champs like Blade, heck, even Ghost Rider, and make them 6 stars. But the other reason why it drives me crazy to hear people say that is that if 5 stars didn't matter to people, then wouldn't the arena be way easier to get the champions? Now, I will say Kabam has promised in the next maybe month or so, we'll see, it's been a couple months since they told us that they'd do this, that the 5-star featured arena would double in terms of how many people got the featured champ. And it would be great to see at least 300 people every arena get that featured champ, because we've also seen there can be a crazy amount of people at the top, and then the last 5 or 6 spots there's a huge drop off. I would think if you doubled that drop off is going to be huge as well. But all of this is to say, we just saw today the Apocalypse Arena ended, and we have had some crazy high arena scores in the past. I always do my best to keep track of the history of the arena, because it is important to know what exactly is typically noted as historic. So historic is typically like Professor X, 72 million. That's not historic. Airwalker, 75, not historic. Guardian, 76 and 72. The fact that the second round only went down 4 million, that's pretty dang historic. Hitmonkey, 75. Red Guardian, 77. The second round of Red Guardian was 86. That was also absurd. But for the most part, when you're grinding for a new champion, like say Sorcerer Supreme when she came to the game, you're looking at between 60 to 70 million. And then if you're really looking at a hyped up champion, between 70 and 80. Silver Surfer's first round was 89 million. But remember, the drop off in the second round was 55 million points. 34 million got in the second round because so many people were just turned off. Dr. Doom will always be one of the craziest because he's one of the rare champions that it didn't change at all. 82.9 million in the first round, 82.3 million in the second round. Well, we have Apocalypse now in almost October of 2020. And we can say that even though to some people 5 stars are apparently yesterday's news and the new 4 stars, we have somebody who placed 173rd with 81, almost 82 million. And I have been sent a number of screenshots and been told privately that around place 151 was 85 million. It took like 85.6 million to get Apocalypse in round 1. This is absolutely insane. And it is also just a reminder that 5-star champions, for both synergy purposes and maybe just for overall utility and gameplay, and who knows, maybe to some people, actual content clearing, are going to remain important. So our best hope as a community for the quote-unquote average grinder to have a better shot at getting the 5-star featured isn't to just think that people are going to stop going for 5 stars, because that's not the case at all. It's for Kabam to actually do what they said they would do and just increase the percentage of the pool that gets the featured 5-star champion. That's what I'm looking forward to most. That's what would actually get me to grind for a 5-star featured, because I see somebody like my Battle Realm bestie, Katie Candy, do it, and it's just crazy exhausting. So this is really historic news, and I appreciate everybody that reached out to me and filled me in on your disappointment mostly, because there's a lot of people who grinded for between 70 and 80 million that thought, if anything, they had put up too many points and still weren't even close to getting Apocalypse. And that just speaks to, I can't say this enough, the relevancy of new hyped up 5-star champions in 2020. The hype is not going anywhere. So for every time you read a comment or you see somebody say 5 stars are not worth it, not they don't matter to people anymore, just remember this video, remember this story, and think to yourself, yeah, buddy, that could not be further from the truth.